Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. So last time out, let me just unpause the game. Last time out we built, oh goodness, very laggy. We built this, which is Crayford Airport, which as you can see, is kind of actually working. We don't have many people flying into the airport, but we do have a couple of people flying out of the airport. We also have goods flown in, and you'll see we got plastic here. Now this isn't something I did on episode last week. I did this off camera, but basically I was looking around and I saw that we had this oil industry near here. So we have crude oil here, an oil refinery there, and then a chemical plant over here. So I set up a little logistics chain. Obviously you got oil picked up here, taken to the refinery, turned into, oh sorry, crude oil. It is crude oil, isn't it? I always yeah, picked up here, taken over to the refinery, turned into oil, which is then taken over here, turned into plastic, which is then brought back here. And you can see we have got some goods here. Not many, but some. Leamington does accept goods, right? Because I don't think I've ever seen... Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that this is in the area of the city that does accept goods as well. I've just never seen any goods get brought down here. Yeah. Stamford is next on the list. I did say I was going to connect that up at some point. But it does seem to be working to an extent. Is this a cargo aircraft? No. These still fly very close together. I have timetabled these. It's just whether or not it's actually working. I don't know. Oh, I think I might have added more planes. Someone did say on Reddit recently that I think for a plane to be justifiable, or any kind of vehicle really to be justifiable, it either has to have a high capacity or a high frequency. And these, to be honest, had neither. But they are starting to improve now. I think I have a plane every 2 minutes. And if I go here, see we have got people, one to Hatfield, one to Luton. Come over to Crayford, I think we have similar. 2 to Hatfield, 1 to Luton. So it is starting to happen. I don't know if Stamford has any yet. Not yet, no. So the journey time to Stamford isn't quite justified yet. But if we built a railway connecting these up, I'm sure it would be justified. Anyway, today, what we are building is more logistics lines. So I'm going to look around the map, and I'm going to see if there are any... I thought it was slag then. I was going to say that's weird. Slag and oil sand look very similar when you kind of glance at them. Not when you actually look at them properly, but when you glance at them, they do look very similar. Anyway, before I interrupt myself again, I'm going to look around the map at other industry chains that we could perhaps set up. Now, I'm not talking about in areas of the map that are already populated. I'm wanting to head to other parts of the map now. So, like down here in the corner, we've got grain from here and here that could potentially be brought down to a food processing plant here. We got grain over here that could be turned into alcohol. We've also got oil down here into fuel, and I don't think we have... In fact, we might have fuel up in the other part of the map, so that might be worth linking up as well, even though I just said we weren't going to do that. We've also got silver here and a silver mill. That would be handy. Crayford has a machines factory. So does Bridgehouse, in fact. So does Maltby. So does Wimborne. So that's potentially useful. And there's Egham, which is part of this supply chain that we've got. So, yeah. We could potentially link that up as well. We've got coal over here. Iron ore, oh, there. And then steel here. And I think there was a... Oh, all the way over there, there's a machines factory. But then again, if you get the silver as well, then that's a possibility. If we come back over this way, so if we had a forest nearby, which we do over there, then there's a sawmill and tools. So I should probably start working. I think working over here is good because Richmond's just here. We could potentially truck tools to Richmond and load onto a train. We do have one cargo platform. Let's start over here then. There's actually a goods factory here too. If we had... so there's a steel mill, but no mines. Although there's coal here. 3 lots of coal actually, that's huge. And then iron ore right the way over there. I think that's the nearest one. But we could again have the minerals train extend down to here. There's a lot of possibilities. Let's start with this this supply chain over here though. And you'll have to forgive me if I sneeze a lot during this video. I've got a very tickly nose this morning and I have no idea why. But it's gonna be the bane of my existence for this entire recording, and I'm planning on doing 2 episodes back to back, so yeah. Also, yeah, because I'm doing 2 episodes back to back, whatever I don't get done today, I will finish in next week's video, because, I mean, today for me is both videos, but you know what I mean. There we go, that's that one built. Upper Hungerford. Oh yeah, actually, we've got a station over here at Hungerford as well, so potentially... Oh, there's a forest there too, and there's a forest there. Okay, might build a freight depot over here connected to this station. That might actually work out better. Because we've also got, you know, grain into livestock there, so that could get our food industry up and running again. There's loads of fish farms. I mean, there's this one, which is nowhere near... Not that you need to have a fishery near a river, of course. You can have inland ones. But there's not many meat processing plants that accept fish. There's one at Gravesend and there's one at Hereford. They're the only ones that we've really got linked up right now. Although, I think we have a station at Framlingham. Even so. So yeah, down here at the sawmill. Now, I kind of want to go for a similar setup to... where's the 3-lane? Hang on. 1-way 3-lane, which would come under this. There we go. That's also not what I wanted to do. I think for this, actually, I could go kind of like this. And then is it you right-click on it? There we go. And then have one that comes straight out. One that... Okay, game. Gonna be like that, are you? One that comes out and around like this. And then one that does the same but on this side. Which isn't quite going to connect up there. But if I do... But I say, seriously? Like that. Then this should connect like that. Although that looks awfully disgusting. No word of a lie. I think that's the ugliest thing I've ever built. Also, this needs to be a tour. So if I build you like that, then we'll flick you round. Then we'll go... My days. Does not want to work. There we go. And then this... Wherever that is. Where's the snap? Wow, okay. Hang on. I've also been playing a lot of City Skylines recently. You might be able to tell by my building style right now. So you'll have to bear with me if I make mistakes and stuff. Seriously, game. My goodness. Right. There. I will actually have another crack at building it from here. Yeah, not happening. Okay. There we go. Also, that's the wrong way around. This one's the right way around, fortunately. Buildings. Unload truck stop. So we'll have one there. One there. One there. Nice. And then we'll have a loader on this side. I might as well build it smack bang in front. I'll build it back as far as I can from the road, though. There we are. So all of these should be linked. Perfect. That sound of air brakes on trucks, by the way, it sounds horrible. I've never liked it. It sounds industrial and heavy. So in that case, you know, it's alright, but it's not my favourite sound in the world. And then we'll go with something similar here as well. So if I go I know I kind of eradicated using these, but they're not the worst thing in the world. There we go. And then we'll put this one like here. Cool. So yeah, the reason I added 3 unloaders is because over here I want to add these other forests as well. So I think here we'll get a really good supply chain going. I'm just keeping half an eye on the money right now as well, because the planes were expensive and the money does fluctuate from us making a record profit to a record loss. So I'm just making sure that we're not losing all of the money, because I would like to do some other things in this series still before we run out of money. You'll also notice the clock in the bottom corner, or the date and time, or the date. Time's down here. The date is progressing again. I did turn on progression. We are on quarter speed right now, which is fine. You know, I don't have a problem with that personally. For obvious reasons, it gives me time to work on things without, you know, immediately jumping into the electric and high speed age and suddenly being left behind with my old steam locos here, which I adore and I don't really want to replace, but I'm going to have to at some point. Okie dokie. So these are all of our... There's a road depot there as well. That's perfect. So these are all of our forests linked up. Now these two here, especially this one, we're going to have like 90 vehicles operating on this. I think a railway would have been the smarter option, but hopefully it makes money. I might not link those ones up immediately. I might leave that out for now. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. Let's get this connected. Now I want to go new line. And you're going to go from here to... We'll go to the nearest one. There. And we'll call you Hungerford Logs. Wood would have been fine as well, but Hungerford Logs. And we'll make you like the brown colour. That's cool. And then here, from there up to there, you are Richmond Planks. If I turn this on, there we are. Also forgot to do something very important and very fundamental to the entire operation of this line, which is turn that off and only allow you to pick up planks. Likewise with you, turn that off and only allow you to pick up logs. There we go. Right, and technically that's the end of our supply chain for now. I'm sure there's more we could add to it in the future. I'm just looking, there's another forest down here. Blimey. Oh, we could go all the way down to the goods factory here at Bedlington with some planks as well. But I think you also need, yeah, you also need plastic, which comes from here or over here. Neither of which we could realistically connect up right now. If there was a grain farm nearby, there's one over there. That's it. And there's also, there's no oil well. There's an oil refinery, but there's no well. And we could potentially build one, but these are expensive, are they not? Yeah, 15 million. And there's no guarantee that it's going to pay itself off. Do we even have... There's a refinery. Oil well. Okay. It's possible. It's possible. We could build some more fisheries if we really wanted to go that route as well. Or paper mill. So what are the other options actually? So what's the difference with this one? I don't know. Yeah, we got the extra industries, which can be a pain too. I also want to know when mail starts being produced, because right now... That's the wrong thing. I don't think we have mail at all, which is kind of funny. Right, yeah, let's get some vehicles out on this line. Or these lines, and then we can start looking at the next lot. So I could use the open ones for this. Why not? We'll go with 20 to start with. Again, cool million. Oops. Excuse me. Hungerford Logs. Actually, this is going to need a lot of I love how instantaneous this is as well. It's faster than OpenTTD, which is impressive. Yeah, I want a frequency of like 10 seconds maybe. So we'll double this to 40, which is already incredibly expensive. That takes it down to 28, which is, I mean, it's less than 30, so it's not the worst. We'll leave it on that for now. And I want to... what am I doing? Over here. Grab you. Grab the road depot. I'm going to buy another 20 of these to start with. You do carry planks, don't you? Yes. Off you go. Your frequency is 41, so we only need... like another 10 maybe. 33. That's close enough. I've not really looked at the rate. So the rate of that one is 177. 207. Okay, so you want your supplier to have a higher rate than your I don't know what the secondary supplier. What's the next one called? I don't know. Actually, I'm looking. Look, there's another sawmill there. What am I doing? So this, and this one could all connect up to this sawmill, which currently isn't connected to anything. So there's already a reason. Let's do it with this type. And I guess if we bring you around, you could just connect end on with this. That's one sorted. This one, to get up and over the hill. I mean, this way is not the worst way to go. I might go up and over, though, rather than... like this. Make it look a little nicer. Is it? Oh. Just got the shape I wanted. Yeah, I mean, bridge is a bridge at the end of the day, isn't it? Although I kind of want... yeah, that's not happening. I mean, technically, I don't need to... I could just build this straight across. Let's try this again, shall we? Except this time, we're going to do it properly. So let's come off this side. And we'll come around like this. And we'll do something like that. You can still be raised. I've got an itchy wrist as well. Don't know what's happened there. There we are. Here comes one of our little commuter trains. Let's see what the hell's happened there. Right. So you can be this type. And we're just going to go straight across both. Like this. And again, there's no... yeah, there's no... I don't know if I like that, but what can you do? And then here, we're just going to go... I mean, we could go into a tunnel, but I think up and over works better. Also, I know why that's just done that. There we are. We'll keep going up. And then here we start the long slope down. And there we are. Cool. So that's that one linked up. And then this one over here, again, we can come back to. Is there anywhere that accepts planks up this way? Yes, over here. Ah, perfect. Now, we do cross over the railway like 12 times during this journey, but it's better than nothing. And if there's a steel mill nearby, which there isn't, annoyingly. There's a silver mine over there, though. And there is steel here, but again, there's no... there's steel there. So we can get from there, which we could do. But again, that's a hell of a journey. Not a chance that's going to make any money. We can still get the first parts of this up and running, though. And again, we've got a road depot here. So that's no biggie. And then I guess we could link this up to this. Like that. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. That's fine. But again, we could go new line. Oh, wait, no. Not just yet. Would happen if we actually built the drop-off over here, wouldn't it? So, again, I think I'm going to do like the old one-way system. So let's come off like this. And then you like this. And then if we have you just come around like that. You come around like that. And you come around like that. Unload. On there. On there. On there. They're all connected. Good stuff. And then we'll have another loader on this side. That is connected. Hopefully it remains connected. There we go. There we are. And then we can just do one of these and one of these and one of these. Again, do we need it like this? Probably not for something this small, but yeah, still going to do it anyway. And then yeah, planks get brought up here, where again we're going to have, this time we only need 2. If I bring you around like this, and then, wrong way, sorry. You come around like this. Oh, no, that one was fine. And then this one becomes a tour. Are you serious? Come on, game, don't screw me. Are you serious? Thank you. The spline tool in this game, it's not 100% perfect still. It needs work. One there, one there. And then pick up, I mean, we'll sort that out some other time. I don't know why I've got that open still. Okay. Now we can set this up. So, new line. You to... I mean, we'll just do that one for now. Sure. And you are Hungerford Logs 2. Purely because I lack imagination when it comes to naming things. And you are only going to carry logs. And then we'll have another new line, which is going to be this one, which is Hungerford Logs 3. Which I'll rename in a second. There we go. Again, this is kind of a candidate for a tram line, but to get a tram line up and over this hill here is going to be nigh on impossible, so I don't even want to attempt that right now. And then you here from there to all the way up here. And we'll have you drop off on this side here. We'll do you in that weird colour here. You're only going to pick up planks. And you are Burnham on Crouch. Is it a capital O? No, it's not. Oh, new vehicles. Oh, a boosted Atlantic. Planks. Did I already set up your loading? Yes, I did. Good. 70 miles an hour, so it's not that boosted. I suppose for an Atlantic, that's pretty quick. It's not a Pacific after all. Right. You. Start off with 20. Spend a fortune. Logs 2. You. Start off with 20. Logs 3. Now, I'm sure we don't need 20 on logs 3, but we've got them now anyway. You. 20. Planks. Off you go. Right. Check the rates. So you. Also didn't check if those were connected, and I also didn't check if those were connected. Awesome, they are. Good stuff. Why have we not got any logs coming out of here yet? Oh, it is producing. Okay, it is working. Just slowly. So your rate here, 242 every 24 seconds. You over here, 119 every 49 seconds. And then finally, uh, 97 every 61 seconds. So that's the one that we need to improve. First of all, we'll up this one to 40. That should halve it down to 30 seconds, at least. Ish. There we are. And then this one, we could add another... I think another 10 is probably what's needed. That takes it down to 39. Do it again. 33. That's good. I don't mind that. We still don't have... Have I done this right? Yeah, logs. Why is nothing waiting here? You do serve it. You do chop logs. That's there. Is it because it's so close it doesn't really want to transport it by truck or something? Don't know. We'll come back to that and see if that's actually doing anything. Right now, though, this one is. That one definitely is. 70. Bloody hell. And then over here, that's the wrong thing. 147. Lovely. And then down here, 16 planks waiting here as well. Perfect. And if I check this, rate is 27. Rate is 23. 252 and 214. So there's always going to be more planks waiting here than vehicles that can actually transport it. But that is not necessarily an issue. Aha! We have some planks. Sorry, logs at long last. Yeah, rate of 242. That's good. They should use the trucks. Should we connect this one up as well? I think it would be rude not to. And that does then open the door for maybe other possibilities. Where did I say the plastic plant was? Chemical plant. Plastic is... Oh, down here. So there's oil over here. And then maybe we could bring that down? There's another forest here as well, actually. Wow. I'm already thinking we should start connecting some of these up as well, but this might be a little too ambitious. I definitely want to connect these coal mines up. Is it just steel mills that accept... Yeah. See, I feel like that's lacking as well. A power station would have been a good addition. For sure. Also, oil sand into fuel and sand. And there is an oil sand mine there, in fact. And then down here, you've got sand that can be turned into construction materials. Which could then be brought down to Crayford, maybe. Are these oil? No, that's coal. That's coal. That's coal. So it's just that one that's oil sand. Oh, I mean, that's tempting. And there's fuel here as well. And Rothwell accepts fuel. Right, there's the next one then. That is the next one. Again, it would be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? Also, I'm going to reroute this so that this becomes the main road. Actually, I might even do the same thing here. Let's not have it dig a huge cutting though, shall we? Let's have it actually follow the landscape a little bit more. So again, if I do that, then this can come down like, oops, not like that, like that. Not like this, like that. Here we are. And then you can come down like so. Cool. So yeah, we've got this here too. Rothwell accepts fuel. So if I just do like, I mean, that covers pretty much everything. So I'm just going to put you there. In terms of this one then, so you just accept oil sand. So I don't even think I need to do a one-way system here. I think I could just do this. And have you connect up. So I'll have unload on the right hand side, or the top side in this case, loading on the bottom, as always. Here we are. And then over here, turn that one off. Nope. Turn that one off. There we are. I am looking forward to when we get proper trucks to run these. And I also wish this game worked a little bit like Railroad Tycoon, where some of these cargoes do get transported regardless of whether you do it or not. So you might remember, you see those like little horse and wagon, I think it is, or barge icons that move across the map. And those are, can't find my words, those are commodities being moved. So you might have, you know, coal being taken to the power station or to the steel mill, or, I mean, I don't know, you name it, they'll have it, I'm sure. So you don't necessarily need to link up, like here for example, I don't necessarily need to link this up to this. I could just do this part and it will connect everything else up for me. That would be awesome. There is iron ore over here I've just seen. And there's a steel mill over there, and there's coal there. And that's Holsworthy, so we could truck to Holsworthy and get it put on a train. There's also a quarry and a construction materials plant. Come back to that. We will come back to that because I think that's an opportunity as well. Right. Road depot. Too much curvature. Get off it. Right. So you to you. And you're on the right side. Good stuff. You are Rothwell Oil Sand, which I think is 2 words. In terms of this, we'll colour you, I mean, what's the sludgiest brown colour? I mean, it's kind of this one. It's not brown, it's red, but we'll go with that one. Why not? Sorry, 1 second. I've just got a really important message on my phone. Yeah, that's all done. Oh, one more thing. Here, I need to select just oil sand. I think it's the first time ever in a Transport Fever game that I've transported oil sand. I'm kind of aware of what it is, but at the same time, I'm like, huh? Oil sand? You are number 1. And then you are number 2. And then down to fuel, which is there. Cool. And where was sand going again? Sand was going to... oh, over here. Which... I mean, we could just go the long way round to start with, I suppose. Sorry, just bear with me 1 second as well. Really unprofessional. Shouldn't do this whilst recording, but as I said, it's a really important message. Should have a better way of doing this. Right, there we go. Apologies for that. Cool, where were we? Yeah, construction materials. So in terms of where these would be transported to right now, I don't know. Just, that's the simple answer, I don't know. But I think we'll have 2 unloaders here. I think we'll have it come around like this. And we'll have it kind of just do this. Like that, like that. I think we'll do something like this maybe. Again, I probably don't need to make these this big. It's just to have storage capacity, but I think there's a mod for that. Speaking of mods, I have added a couple, mostly train stuff, to the game recently. I tried to add a huge batch for the last episode and it crashed the game, so I've been doing it a little slower and carefully this time. And kind of worked out, I suppose. What are you? Oh, did I not name you? I did not name you. Nor did I, colour you. I did the thing that I always forget to do, which is change the cargo that it carries, but I didn't do anything else. Dumb. Right, so you're now set up and ready, and then we'll add another new line, which... bear with. Hopefully this works. New line from here, and you're going to come in on 1. And then you're going to come all the way down to... we'll do that one. And then you are only going to carry sand, which is right down the bottom here, which makes me think it's not in the base game. And you are Rothwell sand. Sweet. Okie dokie. So we've got our road depot here. Let's get this up and running then. So I feel like we're going to need... oh no, you can carry oil sand. Alright, we'll go with this type for this one then. And you're going to go on that line. But I think all the others... I'm going to have to do it this way. Also, that's cheaper. Just notice how much cheaper that lorry was. For 20. Unless I typed it wrong, of course. That's always a possibility with me. Right, here we go. So we're going to start off with 20. We're obviously going to need more than 20 for this sand line. But for now, we're just going to start with 20. My game's still paused. Right, so here... rate of 157, frequency of 37. That's not too bad. The fuel line, 144.36, and then the sand line, 50 and 102. So that's the one that needs work. But right now, actually, I kind of want to improve the oil sand line first. Maybe not with... hang on, do this. No, go away. Quite loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Selected the wrong sodding thing. So that takes that down to 30, which is bang on where I want it to be. This one, kind of want the same thing. I'm assuming, is it a 1-to-1 ratio? It looks like it. So two oil sand equals 1 of each of these. So it's kind of a 1-to-1 ratio when you look at it like that. And that's dropped a little too low for my liking, but what can you do? And then this one, I think we're going to need like another 20 on this one, to be honest. Just to bring it into a respectable area. Maybe even double that again, to be honest. I mean, 51's not terrible, but we'll see if we can get it down again. Any second now. There we go. 34. Perfect. Rate of 150, 180, 196. So this one's always going to be higher. That's fine. Awesome. Right, what did I say we were going to do next? Oh, yeah. So there's this here, and then there's this here. So we could connect these up and then bring it down to Holsworthy, where I believe this train here... Where's Holsworthy Station? There. I believe it is set up to carry construction material. Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay, so we'll build another truck stop over here. Platform either side. Just, again, keeping an eye on the money right now, making sure we're not losing huge amounts. That is connected. Drop off on one side, pick up on the other. To be honest, I think here, down at the station here, I think we'll just have a truck stop rather than an unload only one. Although, saying that, I might have to build it on this side of the station. And this station is going to get rebuilt at some point, but for now... Oh, we've got all the different eras. Okay. I think the game's still working. You all saw that, right? Just going to save that quickly. So that plan's gone out the window. I mean, we could just do a truck unload, I suppose, for now. The only reason I wanted to have an actual truck stop is because we've got other industries around here that could potentially benefit from... I mean, I say that. Do we actually have other industries around here that could potentially benefit from unloading? Not with the current setup we've got, no. So, okay, we'll just do a... Just do one of these. I think that connects up to the station. Yes, it does. There's a lot of truck stops and bus stops around this map just called Kingsway. I don't know if I like that. I think the name generator needs a bit more to it, you know? Alright, we'll stick you there. Add loads of platform space. I don't know if you can hear the creaky door. Got a very creaky bedroom door, as you do. I think everyone on YouTube at some point has had a very creaky bedroom door. Ours is certainly pushing boundaries right now. I hate it. Right, you are Holsworthy. Stone. Do you know what? The dumb thing... Excuse me one second. I'm just going to fix this door first. That'll last 5 minutes, I'm sure. I didn't actually check if that was a quarry before I built all this setup. So hopefully it is, otherwise I'm going to look stupid. That's silver, that's stone. And then you unload everything. Come on. Yeah, you're stone. Cool, cool. Right. Over here then, you're going to come in on one. And then over to here. And you are Holsworthy Construction Materials. And that colour is actually pretty good for that. And then you're going to be set up to only carry said construction materials. Cool stuff. So you can't carry stone. Or can you? No, it's marble, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll grab these. 20 of these. Should be fine. Holsworthy stone. And then another 20 of these ones for the CMs. Now already I am anticipating... First of all, there's stone waiting there, which is fantastic. So you've got a rate of 141 and a frequency of 36. You're significantly higher, so we need to up you. So that's 29. It's the rate more than anything that's bugging me right now. So I think we could lose 5 off this one. Sell these. There we go. Always have construction materials or whatever it is, the secondary commodity. Always have that waiting. I'd much rather that way round. I'd rather have that than the vehicle waiting for the good. I'd rather have the good waiting for the vehicle. There's another oil sand mine there as well. Just looking. So everything here now should be hunky-dory and working. This also produces construction materials, but as you can see, Holsworthy's a little too far away for that. Although Richmond is just here. I mean, sometimes these ideas just, they come up with themselves almost. I imagine this area here is all going to become part of Richmond one day, but for now at least, we'll have it like so. And I think if I am able... Ah, look, see? All the buildings pretty much that accept it are on this road. So I might do it down here. Don't forget as well, this street here is going to be demolished so that this track can come through. We'll do that one day because there are some places down here like Crayford. To be honest, I think this route when it comes through, the main line at least, is going to come down through Crayford and Lymington and Egham. And that's probably where it's going to terminate. And then all these other ones over here will be branch lines. But yeah, I do want to get construction materials from here over to Richmond. Now, is there anything else we can pick up along the way? Or have other lines that drop off at Richmond? I don't think there are right now. I don't think there are. Knowing me, there probably are. But I don't think there are. I do need another truck depot down here somewhere. We'll stick it like there. We'll do the line first. So you go from here over to Richmond. I can't see the thing. There we go. Yeah, this bus line looks horrible with that weird slope there. I should have replaced that with... I could still do that, in fact. I don't know if you can... Can you build over stations in this game? Because I'd have a bus station underneath the bridge here if I could do that. So, get rid of all of these. And you're just carrying construction materials. And you are Richmond CM. And again, if we can get that like deep magenta-y colour, which I think was that one, was it not? Looks familiar. And then we can get this up and running. Already I'm thinking this is going to take a long time to get off the ground, this one. And just from the get-go, I'm going to buy 40 of these. Richmond CM. There we are. Now I kind of want to, because we have this goods platform here, but we don't actually use it for anything. So I kind of want to get that going now as well, if we're able to. What's the rate? Where's the sand coming in? This one. 150 and 34. 134 and 44. So the rate is fine. Actually, that's worked out quite well. Cool. Are you carrying anything? No. Are any of these carrying anything? No. Not yet. I like how perfectly spaced they already are as well, by the way. That's awesome. Do we have sand? Ah, you just picked up... Oh, no, you, sorry. You just picked up sand. Yes, awesome. Right, so it is happening. It is happening slowly but surely. In that case, then, let's finish this episode by heading over here to Richmond. We're going to create a new line. And we're going to have it here. And we're basically going to have you run up through... I mean, these two towns would be good to have goods platforms, but I don't know... Just realised what I said there. Good to have goods platforms. I don't know how easy that would be to do right now, so I don't know. Probably not. Especially here at Marston Mortain. That's going to be a nightmare. So yeah, we'll leave that off. But Bridge House... Can we actually cross over to the goods platforms from here? We cannot. So let's fix that as well. Yeah, we need to fix this. We'll go with Rusty. Parallel, no. Cool stuff. Right, so you're going to branch off and come down this way. And then we're going to have a crossover like this. Probably for no reason. Although we could have just this line terminate here for now, I suppose. That might not be a bad idea. Thinking about it. Although we still need to get those lines then across. I mean, this one should be fairly easy to do. You just do this. You just do this. You don't do that. I think the gradient there lets us down slightly. In that case, then, we could probably have this here be double track. At which point we will upgrade it like so. And, I mean, can I get you in too much slope? It's really weird that it says that, actually. We'll come back to you. Let's get this one in first. Because you're basically going to loop round like this. And you're the arrival track. So we will have preemptively a line like this. And then you're going to join up alongside that one. Like that. And then here is where you're going to branch out. Like that. And then you are going to scooch in like that. And then you are going to scooch in like that. Although I think I might have a double slip here actually. Like this. And then you are going to scooch over. In fact, we might not even double slip that, because that will force it to stay on the slow line then. Okay. And if I remove just this little bit here. Hello? Hello? Try that again. Wow. It's going to do that to me now, is it? After everything we've been through, game. Oh, there you go. No, it's working now. Never mind, game. I take that back. I mean, what if I... Yeah, it just doesn't work. It just does not work. And you won't work like that. And you're just saying too much. Oh, hang on. There. It's weird, but I'll take it. Although, now I've got problems of too much slope again. Although, if I do this, and then this side, and then bring it over. Stop saying too much slope. There is no such thing. There we go. See? I knew you'd work. I knew you'd work. If you just cooperate for once in your life, you stupid bloody game. Signals. We'll go with the left hand one way. Sounds good to me. God, what a weird junction. What a weird... I mean, look at that. Weirdest looking thing ever. Again, if it works and if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. That's the thing to remember here. But at the same time, my God, that's ugly. There we are. And then we'll do something similar on this side, but from back here. And we'll also put that one there. And I think on this side, actually, we kind of want it to be like this. Yeah, we want an actual signal. And I also want to come through now and remove that signal and also this signal. And to be honest, I think I want to rebuild this. Like maybe, hang on. Do that, get rid of these, like this bit here. Pretty much all of that, to be honest. If I'm able to get this to branch off. Oh, there we go. Now, does that look stupid? Yes, it does. To be honest, this whole thing looks stupid. It's not built flat, that's the problem. What if I just branched it off here? Construction not possible. What I don't get is why. Is it just because of the slope? It might just be because of the slope. In which case, what if we went under the bridge here instead of over it? Or instead of around it? That's not going to work. Okay, I think the way it was fine, but swap this back. Either that or we have it just branch off of here. Like this. This works. And I think for now, yeah, we'll just have a little shuttle that goes between Richmond and Bridge House and drops off. We could potentially add a third platform for that. But I think just for now, we only got one train come through here anyway, haven't we? Yeah, so we'll just keep it as is. Right, so did I have this line set up? Yes, line 1, manage line. So Richmond, all the way over to Bridge House, which I guess we could have it run into this platform, just for ease of access. And then we'll have you carrying trash, mail, goods, tools, machines, construction materials, planks, and steel, because you never know. And we'll have that be the same in both directions. Oh, alcohol as well. I always forget alcohol. It's because I don't drink. I forget alcohol exists sometimes. That's probably a good thing, to be honest. Right, so you are Richmond to... I might just call you Richmond Goods Shuttle. Except we'll spell shuttle correctly. There we go. Richmond Goods Shuttle. Now here's a question. Is this line accessible? Is this platform here accessible from the rail yard? Yes, it appears to be. Awesome. So let's come over here. Now we've got to buy some not expensive trains or not cheap trains either. Try and keep it reasonably affordable. So we've got the B5. Mixed traffic, 60 miles an hour. Attractive effort. Well, it's not the greatest. But it says reliable. And I like reliable. So we'll go with that. Cargo. I mean, we want the all for one and one for all, don't we? Which was this one, I think. Although there's a GWR variant somewhere. Is it that one? So you can carry alcohol, steel, planks, construction material, tools, machines, good. Yeah, this is the one. And you got a capacity of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I want the brake van. I'll go just a generic. Actually, no, I'll go with this one. Why not? And then we'll get 3 of these. 25 million. That is expensive, man. It's better be worth it. Richmond Goods Shuttle. There you go. Off you go. I think it's coming. Yep, there she is. Look at that. Absolute beauty. So I'm going to keep you pinned up here. That is the first one, right? Nope. Why is the second one always dispatched first? I don't get that. I'm just going to keep her pinned up here for now. While I watch to see if this works or not. That's a pretty engine. That's a very pretty engine. And hopefully... So we got the construction materials on their way. If I come over to here... Do we have sand being dropped off yet? That's the question. I'm just checking. Just sand alone can make construction material. If we brought some slag over as well... Is there a... I know I've asked this question a lot already. There's a steel mill over here, but it doesn't produce slag. So the next thing is quarry, maybe? Or a marble. There's a marble mine there. So we could potentially bring marble over here as well. And double production. Because I'm pretty sure, again, if I keep this open, I might start to see not just Richmond, but other towns appearing on this list. I think right now, yeah, they're just empty. Just completely empty. But you should have sand on board, right? Yeah, 4 out of 7. And you? No. So it takes a while for it to come up. And again, I could probably... Just look in. How flat is this? It's not very. Maybe one day we'll build a road just straight through. I don't want to completely carve up the landscape, though. Got a lot of fuel waiting here. That's good to see. And fuel is probably something we could start transporting on these trains now as well. Might be a bit too much too soon, but it's plausible. Oh, there you go. Look, we've got sand. We have sand waiting. Okay, no, you've picked it up. That's fine. I was wondering why that one didn't pick it up. We've got sand. That's the main thing. We've got sand. Alrighty then, folks. That pretty much does it then for this episode. So next time out, we're going to be connecting some more industries up. I think I'll go have a look in the northern end of the map and see what we've got over there that we could potentially work with. But yeah, for now, that's pretty much everything I wanted to do today. I'm happy. It's the first time in forever, basically, that I've got everything that I wanted to get done. So I can't complain. In the meantime then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. I'm kind of stalling for time here so I can see if this is in fact working. It is making them. There you go. Look, Newton Aycliffe, Lymington. Isn't that all the way down here? So it's that's a really roundabout way of doing it. So it's going to go up to Richmond, onto a train to Hatfield, and then flown back down here to Crayford, to then be moved on to Lymington. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Who am I to complain? Who am I to complain? Look at that. Lovely stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course you enjoyed the series so far. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. It's filling up nicely now. Look at that. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. You once again continue to help me out. And until next time, I will see you soon.